Hello guys, I am Drutut, the EOS Camille OTP, and this is a rework of a matchup guide I made a long time ago for Volibear, because there are actually ways to play around the matchup now, and he got a small nerf, and the lane is actually playable now, and you can easily survive and outscale him. Also, I'm pretty much forced to do this because Kobe shouted out me in LCS. It's a really big thing for me. I felt really nice, and I'm glad so many people enjoyed those kinds of videos. And well, let's get into it. Okay, for the runes, I want to explain the grass page for Volibear because it's pretty much the only thing you can take in this matchup. So, Grasp allows you to take the Resolve tree, which gives you insanely good runes early game, allowing you to sustain and actually survive the lane. Volibear won't kill you in a sustained fight, he will just straight up 100 to 0 you in one rotation if you allow him to. But it's super easy to play around with Grasp, and because of how you trade with it, you don't just hookshot onto him, you just charge up the grasp, or he charges it up for you with his passive, because you will be permanently in combat because of his passive. So you can play around that with grasp. So you have permanently empowered auto attack that heals you and gives you max HP. It's insane value that it provides that allows you to actually survive this matchup. Previously, I was just taking Conqueror and I would just get so hard stumped early game, and I would think the matchup is unplayable. But matchup is actually really Camille favored as long as you take grass. Then you take Shield Bash, obviously, on Camille because it's the best rune, and both magic and physical shields are good in this. But I obviously favor the physical shield because of the minion damage and tower trading opportunities. Then you go second win because bomb plating is completely used. It seems good on paper into Volibear, but Volibear will just randomly proc it with his passive because he will always have the lane prior. Because you can't just walk up to lane for free because you can't just pro grasp that way. He needs to charge it up for you. So second win is insanely good because every time you get hit by his passive, you pretty much get healed, and then you just go Revitalize because Overgrowth is not really useful, and Revitalize allows you to have healing from Grasp, Ravenous, and W, and everything like that. Then for the secondary page, you wanna go Inspiration. This allows you to have Resolve and Inspiration, so you can take Biscuits and Boost, and this allows you to have good early game and then good early to mid transition. So playing against Volibear, you need to keep an eye out for his E 24/7. If he ever hits E on you, you pretty much lost the trade. And God forbid if he also gets hit by the E and gets a shield. At that point, you pretty much have to run as far away as possible so he doesn't extend the trade even harder because his E slows you and his second W is an execute and also heals him. So level 1, you just wanna W the first 3 creeps that the wave comes with, and then just keep Wing him so you can maintain grasp, or just to heal up. Never W if you don't heal up or hit some minions along with him to keep up the grasp. Wing him for just poke is good, but it's not efficient enough. You always want to get the max value out of every W you do. Level 2, you need to back off. Your spells are not really strong unless he really fucked up level 1. Your spells are not as strong because Volibear can just take Q, he kills you and ease you and well procs PTA and you pretty much lost the trade and you can trade back because of his shield. So you only can engage if he wastes E on you, and you never can engage if he already W'd you, so he can get an extended W, which is really horrible level 3 and 4. At the level 3, then you just play around, stay back away from minion wave, so he can't just Q you, E, W, and get a true combo, which you can dodge. It's a stun. You will get hit by all of his abilities. They are all point and click pretty much, so it's impossible to dodge them. You need to just play smart with grass procs, your shield, and W. Always play to the max value, and you should be good to go in this lane. After first recall, you still need to respect him a lot. Volibear is much stronger champion early game. He's so much stronger level 6. If he ever hits level 6 first, and you are not even close to your level 6, you pretty much have to give up the entire wave under tower or call your jungler for help, because he can easily just ult onto you and you can't dodge it. He'll disable tower, he will get a full combo on you if you don't have flash, and then you pretty much just die and he will get out safely because he has a shield and turret is disabled. So you need to respect the level 6 Volibear. And if you are level 6 and he tries to dive you, make sure to just ult his ult so he doesn't get the damage and the slow on you, and then just simply disengage with hookshot and you should be good to go, he won't dive you. But remember to respect it if you are not level 6, or you don't have ultimate for some reason and he has it, you need to respect the level 6 because it's so strong. is insane power spike for him, and Camille really doesn't power spike at level 6. So you need to play around that, and then just play for your first item completion. After you finish Triforce, you can easily just kite him around, and his damage really doesn't scale that hard, so you can easily duel him on side later. As long as you focus on ulting his ultimate and not giving him free engages on you, then you should be good to go. Just make sure you don't engage on him. If Volibear, whoever engages first in this matchup wins later. So make sure if Volibear is one engaging, it's like 2-item side lane opportunity. You don't extend the trade because it can end fatal for you. But if you're the one engaging the trade, make sure you kite around, use grasp to heal up, and ult to dodge his ultimate, and you should be really good to go later. In 5v5s, he's obviously has a different job than you. It's not your job to peel the Volibear unless you have a fed affiliate or something, then you can play around that. But Camille isn't really that great at peeling of Volibear, so you might as well just focus on other threats from the enemy because Volibear is just so tanky, you won't really kill him in time unless you have insane group DPS. Okay, so for the items, you wanna either start D-Shield or D-Blade, depending on which you prefer. Both are viable options and both are really good here, but I personally would take D-Blade because I'm just a huge fan of the stats it gives, and D-Shield really doesn't feel nice after laning phase, and D-Blade always gives something. After first recall, it's important you get a call. Like, you might ask, why not double D-Blade, Drutut? You're a big fan of it. Well, with Grasp, you don't want to really hurt your economy in any way. So you just go Kel. So you pretty much get a scuffed D-Blade that will pay for itself, or even give you like 80 gold of value because you sell it later. And then you just rush Triforce, then you go Boots, and then you go straight to Death's Dance. No, you don't go Tiamat. Until third item you go normally Ravenous, then go Sterax and normal Camille build. But it's important you don't go Tiamat because you just wanna rush Triforce and DD. It will give you a huge spike at 2 items. You will be able to finish it really fast because of Kel and because you're not wasting 1.3k gold on Tiamat. And it will allow Camille to go online, be a really useful champion in a 5v5 at like third Drake point or like 20 minutes. So it's really insane value, and I recommend you doing that every game if you go Grasp. It's just going Triforce, then going straight for DD. This doesn't work with Conqueror, so just be aware. Okay, so this is gonna be it for the Volibear rework matchup guide. Thank you guys for watching all of it. Again, thank you, Kobe. I know you're watching this. I'm glad you enjoyed those videos, and well, I'm gonna revive the series now. I wanted to stop it because I covered all the meta top laners, but stuff like Rengar top might as well do it, so I will try to revive the series and keep it up. Okay, thank you guys for support, and see ya tomorrow.